This episode of What About Pod brought to you by my dog. Jack tested, Jack approved.
I'm here. Let the bells ring out and the banners fly. Feast your eyes on me. It's too good to be true, but I'm here.
Recording live from the WAP studios. Welcome to What About Pod?
Oh, please, what is that? Don't tell me.
The podcast that turns something into nothing and further goes on about nothing.
Don't try and church it up, son.
I'm producer and resident doorstop Jay, along for the ride with your host, Chris Squires.
This is too much. I couldn't be more excited. The thought of it makes me completely mental, I must say.
Welcome to the What About.
Welcome to you.
Welcome to you.
Welcome to you.
This is where we played the Reading Rainbow and just close her down again.
Yeah, that's it. Great show.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
So for producer Jay, not kidding. That'd be great.
Saying, bite me.
Yeah, 12-second podcast, and the world would cheer.
There's much rejoicing.
It's only 12 seconds. People would go running from their homes. It's only 12 seconds. You should totally listen this week.
Go and subscribe now. Now, it's the best.
So, yeah, all sadness aside, kind of good news and bad news this week. I guess
It's a paradox.
Yeah, it's a sad week.
Kinda.
If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, shame on you.
And I can imagine why you would.
Hop onto YouTube, search What About Pod, all one word, find our videos, subscribe to our channel. The reason I'm talking about that is we lost our very first production laptop.
Named Q.
He is affectionately known or non-affectionately known, depending on what was working and what wasn't with him.
He is regarded in complacent high esteem.
Yes.
We didn't know his real worth, and yes, we're giving him a male name.
The delete key didn't work. A couple of the arrow keys didn't work. The backspace key worked. And it recorded, what, 22
episodes.
22. How many did we, all right, was it?
We recorded the first 3.
4. Wasn't the first 4?
No, it was the first 3.
All right, first 3 were off-site.
Yep.
So, all right, so the next 22 were in the good old official WAB studios. And, yeah, he gave us a lot of good months.
Unfortunately, the cat porn did him in.
Yes, too much kitty porn, too much. So let's all take a moment and bow our heads in the memory of our good buddy Q.
Amazing. I want people to sing with me too. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
This is like the Swedish chef singing Amazing Grace. Bork, 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 bork. I can't. Fade him out. Bork, bork. So, yeah, fine send-off for our good buddy Q, who got us through 22 podcasts and is no more. So I guess considering we can't stop laughing, if that's the bad news, the rest of this should be really easy.
Totally.
So I came up with a new idea.
What was that new idea, Chris?
We've had this new app, I guess is the best way to put it, on our Facebook page for a while, and it's been on our website for about a week now. It's called SpeakPipe. It allows you to basically click a button, click go, and record whatever you'd want, voicemail-ish style. And no one's really been using it. So I figured I would enhance that.
Have we always had it?
We've had it for quite some time. It's been on the Facebook page for, 2 months.
Okay.
Or a little over a month and a half, somewhere around there.
All right.
I just enhanced it on the website. So if you
Enhance.
if you want to pull up the website and look at it. Yes.
Enhance.
Engage. No, number
Enhance.
1. Make it so, number 1.
No, that's from Super Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
Enhance.
Stop it, meow.
It's hand.
So, yeah, if you look at whataboutpod.com and the contact the show portion of the page, boom, it's right there. SpeakPipe. SpeakPipe. So if you click on it, basically all you can do is click on start recording, and it will you just start recording. You record, and when
So it's recording right now.
No, it'll be recording in a second.
Oh, okay.
There, now it's slowly recording. You see a little bar moving, so it's probably not going to be that loud. But anyway,
Okay.
So you record what you want. You hit stop. It'll process the audio. You put in your name. You put in your email address, so we know how to get a hold of you. Long story short, I'm going to start something called the SpeakPipe Challenge.
Say, kids, what time is it?
It's time for a...
SpeakPipe Challenge.
Oh, yeah. It's dance break time.
Looking for something to do.
At first I wanted a beer, but now I want to dance.
All right, so SpeakPipe Challenge. I am offering up a $25 Amazon.com gift card to the best knock-knock joke left on our SpeakPipe channel. SpeakPipe voicemail? Whatever you want to call it.
Because as you all know, here at the What About, we are a big fan of knock-knock jokes.
Clean my dishes, please.
That's better.
He doesn't get it.
No, he doesn't get it. So leave us your best knock-knock joke on SpeakPipe, and I will give the best one between now and November 15th, a $25 Amazon gift card, which you, of course, will go through our whataboutpod.com site, click on the Amazon banner, and spend your money that way so we get a little love in return.
Cue the applause.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
All right. Yet another reason, like Chris said, to listen to the What About.
Yeah. Easy money if you got a good knock-knock joke. Even your sucky ones. If you do win, we will contact you via email. If we want to use your voice on the air, we will also contact you via email, or maybe we won't. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't even know if that's legal or illegal or not. But anyway, so pressing forward.
Pressing forward.
Pressing.
Heading forward. Head out.
I found out, well, I didn't find out this week, but they were talking about it on the news and on ESPN this week, that it is the 25th anniversary of Madden. So you have all the Madden football games going back 25 freaking years, which was amazing to me anyway, because it just means I'm getting older.
Very. Yeah,
older.
you and me both.
And older.
And older.
So anyway, Madden makes me feel really, really super old. And I was thinking back on all the kick-ass sports games, kind of when I was a kid, when good old producer Jay was a kid, and thought he and I would compare our best and worst in what else? Best.
Stuff! It's all around. But who's going to tell you which is the best of it? We are. That's who. It's time for Best.
You have a problem with that?
No, after all this time since still no problems with it, but I do like to play video games. At least I did when I was a kid.
Well, I still like to play video games.
I don't have time for video games these
I play
days.
Civilization Revolution every Sunday morning.
Really?
Yeah, they have a game of the week. You know what Civilization is, right? Pick you a...
Kind of like a SimCity thing?
Kind of, sort of. It's not really Sims, but it's a strategy game, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Super nerd alert. Yeah, super nerd alert.
Your mom goes to college.
What was that?
Your mom goes to college.
Right.
So, did you want to kick off best, or did you want me to kick off best?
You kick off best, then I will follow.
Okay, so I will start with my best of the best, and you got all the sound this week there.
That's right.
So, first is my best of the best, which is probably a lot of people best of the best that are my age. Good old Tecmo Bowl. Oh, yeah. Tecmo Bowl.
God.
Where if you were Bo Jackson, you ruled the world. I remember getting in slap fights to see who would be the Raiders. Because you got Bo Jackson, no one could really tackle you, and no one in the game was as fast as you were. So you just run around and score a touchdown. You would only call running plays, and you were done. The other bit about that was...
I remember that.
Well, do you remember Lawrence Taylor?
Oh, yeah.
On the Giants? Yeah. That was the only guy that could stop Bo Jackson. So if someone picked the Oakland Raiders, you had to pick the Giants and then just basically line up Lawrence Taylor and try and tackle Bo Jackson, because that was basically it. They were the two most dominating players of the Tecmo Bowl era that I remember. There were some other ones, but...
Although, pound for pound, the San Francisco 49ers in that game were really tough, too, because Montana would throw the ball.
Right. Well, and you could throw it to, remember the little, out pass to Roger Craig? And
yep.
Yeah, that was always
Roger Craig was no slouch in that one either.
No, he was good, but he wasn't Bo Jackson good.
This is true.
Yeah, they made Bo Jackson the 99, and then everyone else just kind of descended from there.
Yeah, well, I think every one of the Phoenix Cardinals back in the day, they were like 10s.
Yes.
And 10s, not very good for the skill level.
Was Neil Lomax in that game?
No, it was Tim Rosenbach.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Remember that bum?
Well, there was a whole bunch of Cardinal bums. The Cardinals quarterbacks, there's only been like 4 or 5 of them in the past 30 years that have finished a season, like gone start to finish.
Yeah.
Rosenball was one. Jake Plummer. I don't know. Kurt Warner. Oh, Dave Craig one year. Whatever. Anyway.
Dave Craig wasn't on the Cardinals, was he?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
That fumbling son of a bitch?
Yes. His hands must be like tiny.
Tiny hands.
Fumbled more than any.
Yeah.
I think he leads the league in career fumbles. I'm almost positive.
All time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of that.
Or at least for quarterbacks. But I digress. Did you want to do your best of the best?
Yeah, let's take care of my best. I went a different route rather than football, even though the football games early on were great, and Tecmo Bowl is one of my all-time favorites. I wanted to go a little bit later on, specifically to around, do you remember the Sega Genesis console?
Revolutionized gaming.
Totally revolutionized gaming.
Oh, my.
That's right. You impressed George?
George is excited.
Yes, he is. Whoa. So,
Clean my dishes, please.
He still doesn't get it.
Sorry.
So this covers a couple years into gaming, specifically with hockey. Sega Genesis had a great hockey platform. NHL hockey from 91 to 93. Yeah, there you go. Now, this is back in the days before they did everything like the smart way. You see the hockey games these days
before they did the smart way.
The smart way.
This was made the dumb way.
Well, they couldn't really do anything about it. But you had players like Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux,
right.
Joe Sakic when he came in, Jeremy Roenick. Jeremy Roenick was a badass.
Yeah, he was like the stud of that game.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, Gretzky and Lemieux were the studs.
Well, right.
And Yager, too.
Roenick was good. Yager was good. And then Messier.
Yeah, Mark Messier.
Messier was good, too.
Yeah.
I remember that game.
Yep. That whole entire series from 91 to 93, they were so playable, and you could fight in those games.
Yes.
Back before they took fighting away. The bleeding head, yeah. If you watch Swingers, this is the exact hockey game I'm talking about. You watch Swingers, and Sue or whatever, or what's his name, Trent, takes out Wayne Gretzky, makes his head bleed.
Yeah. I remember
That's the hockey game I'm talking about, guys.
Good memories.
Yes, very good memories. Love those hockey games back in the day.
Why don't you crush your best of the worst while you're at it?
Okay. Well, speaking along the same lines, my best of the worst also has to do with a hockey game. Now, this came out around 86, 87. It was Nintendo ice hockey.
Oh, no. You know what's really funny is we're playing all these intros, and this could be like Commando.
Yeah, or Contra, or anything. Yeah, or The Adventures of Lolo, or Super Mario Brothers, for all you know.
Yes. That was a bad game.
Oh, man. Anyways, Nintendo ice hockey. Here's the premise. It was
country-based?
It was country-based.
Yeah.
It was like a round-robin Olympics
right.
type of setting. You had the USA, of course. You had the Soviet Union back in the day. You had Poland. You had Czechoslovakia.
Right.
You had Canada. And search me if I can remember the other one.
The Couche-Tards?
The Couche-Tards. The Canadian Couche-Tards.
Yes, Canadian Couche-Tards.
Yeah, that's right.
They always won.
They were one of the better ones.
Well, Canada, Russia, and I'm sure the USA, they just, because of the market, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Of course, the Soviets, they were monsters on the ice. Anyways, the premise of the hockey game was naturally two-dimensional, side-scrolling,
right?
And you had 3 players to choose from. You could choose the normal player,
right?
Which
the
was
fat one. Wasn't there a fat one?
Yeah. Well, hang on. I'm getting to that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, there's the normal player, of course, just not too big, not too thin. Then you had the fat player.
Yeah.
The fat player. This was your enforcer, right? This sucker was slow as molasses.
Right.
Now, you had to choose, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but you had to choose 4 player types.
Right.
So you could go, like, all fatties.
I went all fatties, I think,
or
all
you
the
could
time.
go all normal. And then the third one, the stick figure. Okay, so you can imagine,
fast. Right.
Just as the fat guy was slow, the rail thin guy, Kate Massa, playing ice hockey player, that guy could fly, but a speck of dust would hit the TV, the guy would fall.
Right. Well, that's why I used to always play the fatties, is because I could get them wasn't it like 4-on-4?
It was 4-on-4, yeah. Uh-huh.
So you could always get like the fatties positioned kind of right, and so if anyone picked the stick figures, they were done.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to at least have like one or two normal guys and then two stick figures. I used to